miscommunication between my brother Mitchell and I. At the time, Mitchell was about 12 and I was 14, and growing up, both of us hated being home alone, and my dad would always try to get home from work before the both of us. And I was always the last one home because I had cross-country practice after school. But on this particular day, I was home before both of them, but I didn't tell anyone I was coming home early because I got out of practice early. And I couldn't drive, and so I had a friend drop me off, and Mitchell rode the bus, and about the same time that I got into the driveway and was going into the house, the bus was dropping Mitchell off in the neighborhood. Well, we didn't see each other somehow, but our doors, when they open and close, they beep. And so he heard the beeping of the door opening, and he saw the garage open, but he didn't see my dad's car, so he was really confused who was going into the house. And so he starts running down the driveway, and he's like, "Hey," yelling at whoever's going into the house. And on a side note, I'm a very jumpy person, so I'm easy to scare. And I'm not sure why, but I heard the "hey" thinking it was like some man yelling at me. I was like, "Oh no, I'm home alone, and I hate being home alone," or at least I did when I was a kid. And so my immediate reaction is to just go into the house, and I slam the door and I lock it. And Mitchell hears the door slam, so he's like, "Oh no, someone's in the house that's not supposed to be in the house." So he runs up to the door and he starts banging on the door, and he's trying to make his voice really deep because he thinks it's like a burglar in the house. So he's banging on the door, "Hey, hey, hey." And so I go back to my room and I call my dad, and I'm like on the verge of tears talking to my dad, telling him there's some man trying to get into the house. And so Mitchell, in the meantime, he goes around the side of the house and he comes into the side door. And as I'm on the phone with my dad, I hear the door beep. I was like, "Dad, the man's in here, I don't know what to do." And so he's like, "Just stay calm and start to walk towards the kitchen and peek around and keep the phone to your ear." So I'm like, okay. So I'm doing that, and I'm walking around the corner, and I turn the corner into the kitchen and I see Mitchell standing there. And he was freaked out thinking I was someone else, and I thought he was someone else. And so I just kind of dropped the phone, sigh of relief, but at the same time we were so frustrated with each other because we both freaked each other out and we just assumed the worst. And so we told each other our different stories and what we thought had happened. And it was a funny story at dinner later that night, but at the time it was not fun. And so I think how I could have prevented that was, first off, when he yelled "hey" at me, I could have maybe checked to see who it was instead of just assume the worst and hide. Or also I could have told them, "Hey, I'll be home from cross-country practice early," so that someone would expect me. So yeah, that was my miscommunication.
Thank you.